Hi guys, my name's Seb Tudor, I'm the man on the Silver Mountain and welcome back. Now today I wanted to talk about YouTube stuff again, but in this particular instance I want to talk about YouTube stuff in regards to active stuff that's impacting either me and my working process or the channel and how you guys can interact with it because of some of the other things that are going on with YouTube at the moment. So obviously my channel got demonetized, so you guys won't have ads on stuff again at the moment, ultimately because we don't have 1,000 subscribers and we're at like the 4,000 hours watch time over 12 months. I think we're at like 3,700, 3,800 ish. I think or at least when the demonetization thing rolled through at the end of February, that's kind of where we were. And so, you know, I was interested to take a look at that. And as I said in my video talking about it, and a couple afterwards in regards to other matters that are kind of tangentially attached, I do not agree with what YouTube have done. It feels rather shitty, it feels over the top, and it also, especially considering what they've done to the larger names who have proven themselves to be bad actors, it seems to demonstrate that they view smaller YouTubers who are working hard, sticking within the terms of service and the guidelines and all that kind of thing. They view us as bad as those at the top of the chain who have actively done wrong. You know, and that annoys me. It pisses me off. But that's nothing like straight out and new. One of the things that does annoy me though with that change, and this is what's affecting me and my workflow, is that one of the things that they have done in the YouTube back office, and if you guys aren't creators then you may not have even had a look at it, but in the kind of YouTube creator studio thing, the back of house for the platform, and for each individual channel, you've got the when you go into a video and you've got the monetization tab and you've got monetization turned on, you can stick in your video markers, your ad markers, so that it's like, right, at this point in the video the ad runs, at this point in the video the ad runs. And when they demonetized me the first time, when I hadn't hit the 10,000 views mark that they originally stuck in as an arbitrary limit, before I'd done that, even though I was demonetized, even though the monetization wasn't turned on and I couldn't turn it on and all that kind of thing, I was still able to place those markers for where those ads should go. As a result, it was particularly simple, particularly easy. It was just something I could go in, do, put in place and leave. At which point then, when it rolled round to me being monetized again after the 10,000 view mark was struck, then it was, you know, all those markers were already in place. I didn't need to spend time going back over all those videos. And don't get me wrong, there are things that I do need to go back over my back catalogue of videos. Excuse me. I do need to go back over them and say change some of the metadata, because some of the metadata there is no longer relevant, or has changed in name, or if there are links that need adding to stuff that I had forgotten about that I need to go back over, or with my new blog, the fact that the blog link isn't in the description for all of those videos all the way back to the beginning. Which again, if you've not checked out the blog, there's a post that goes up every Saturday. A lot of it's covering older videos and older content as annotations for those videos, so that you guys who maybe aren't the most visual or kind of audio based learners in regards to video and stuff, and you need something written down for you to go through as a process and stuff like that, I want to put it all there on that blog for you. But obviously sitting down writing out a blog post, you know, I before now I've been able to sit here and do a video with you guys whilst I've got something else running in the background on my PC, or I'm doing something else like in front of me to one extent or another. whilst sitting down writing a blog post takes a little longer for me to do, to just make sure that I've got it all sorted and I've said what I want to say before putting it out. So I've kind of left that to being a one a week thing, but now that's on a Saturday. Links down in the description. Shameless plug. But but then even though I personally want to go back over my content, I want to go back over those videos and amend them. I know I need to do a new channel trailer because the one at the moment is absolutely fucking appalling, because it was one of the first videos I actually did. I was like, if I can sit down and tell people what I do and what I want to do in 2 minutes, or however long that video is, then that's a good start. That's a good start on me sitting down and getting into it, kind of understanding the fact that I've got to sit here by myself and talk to you guys when there's no feedback. You know, that's one of the hardest things that I found about being on YouTube and recording stuff for you guys. It's the fact that everything that I did before, teaching, training, coaching, mentoring, everything else, kind of standing in front of large auditoria of people, but giving a presentation, all that kind of thing, there was always feedback. There was always, you know, if I threw out a joke, if I said a thing, if I was presenting information, I could tell if people were interested, if they were finding it useful, because they would be taking notes, and whether or not a joke would land properly or whatever. Whether or not people would understand my sarcasm at times or whatever else, you know. It's stuff that I could see, and yet now I'm throwing this out to over 1 billion potential users, and there's no feedback. And so, you know, I know that I need to go back and do that. I know that there are certain videos that I did early on where I was much more halting in the way that I was speaking. I was much less confident because it was a new situation. It was tough to do. And so some of those videos, yeah, I probably like to redo. The 3 R's, reason, responsibility, and resilience. You know, that strength of a person stuff that I talked about right back at the very beginning. I would love to redo those so that I could maybe encase some more stuff in it and make sure that I'm not just kind of sat there halting and doing exactly what I'm doing now, but in a much less confident way. You know, there's an ebb and flow to conversation, but when I'm sat here talking to you like this and I'm just kind of thinking on my feet whilst I'm talking to you and I don't have notes to refer to directly, it's a case of going, right, well, usually I can just talk, I can just throw stuff out at you. But back then it was not just, oh, well, there's an ebb and flow to conversation, and so I might halt every so often or slow down my speech and consider what I'm saying. But it's also a case of going, oh, well, I don't know, I don't feel comfortable with this because there are so many people out there, but I don't know how they're going to react to each thing that I'm saying. You know, as I've said before, it takes a level of awareness and introspection of your own weaknesses, but also then moving on to not giving a damn and being able to get past it. Which, again, those are all things that I want to do for myself. But the fact that YouTube is also then forcing me to go back over all of my old content, or what at the time of me getting remonetized may very well be quite a substantial amount of old content, considering that there are some YouTubers on this platform who have posted a collection of low quality videos that have somehow managed to get themselves so many more subscribers, huge numbers of views, and kind of they do one video every however many months, but they've just got enough gravity to them, or it's enough viral or kind of virality to the content. There are a whole load of daft cat videos that I see doing one video a month, like a compilation of basically other people's videos, that are just kind of, they're not the best content, I guess. You know, they're cutting together just back to back other people's images, other people's video, and stuff like that. People who steal content from other creators and re-upload it, which YouTube again should be cracking down on, but aren't, or at least not in any meaningful way. And it's an issue where in those situations, those people are able to gain enough of a following due to that viral element in their content. And I don't fault them for trying that. I do fault them for stealing other people's work. But again, if it's something that's fairly open and flat, that's just a compilation of, as said, cat videos or something like that, then fine. In which case, expecting them to maybe go back, if they've done one of those videos a month, 12 videos, fine. But when you've got people like myself or others who are still smaller, but finding ways to generate a lot of content, you know, I'm doing 10 videos a week. So over the course of a month, I'm doing 40 odd videos, plus potential extras, plus potential other bits and pieces. And so, you know, it's over the whole year that stacks up. And so if you've not been able to put those markers in, then that means YouTube is just forcing you to waste time. You know, they're not making the lives of their creators easy. They're not making the lives of their creators efficient. And admin is the key to success in regards to business, in regards to anything. You need to make sure you got your paper trail. You need to make sure you got your accounting done. You need to make sure that you've got your back of house stuff all sorted and your policies set. Because if you don't have those things done, and if you haven't done your due diligence on it, things start to unravel, fall apart. You end up wasting time and money. And that seems to be what YouTube are trying, or probably completely ignorant of the fact, but that's what they're doing, just by preventing us from putting in markers and putting in other things on those videos that are potentially going to sit there for a long time, gain views over time. You know, there are videos on this channel that I at the time of release were like 8 views, and I was like, okay, that's fine. That's unfortunate. You know, that was one that I wanted to spread out to more people. But it's evergreen. A lot of what I do is evergreen content. It's not necessarily in the moment content. In the moment content, I seem to get an awful lot of views for me in the first few days, and then it drifts off. But most of my content, be it gameplay playthroughs where I'm going through an entire game or whatever else, or be it life lesson stuff that people are going to look up sporadically when they need it, some of those now have huge numbers of views on them for my channel. And it's like, with that evergreen content and that pickup over time, if I'm kind of sat there going, well, this is content that I can sit, leave, and over time people will find it, it will help them, they will be entertained by it, they will look into it, they will enjoy it, whatever. Like, as soon as monetization comes back, be it either due to a ramping up of numbers or another YouTube policy change or whatever else, that still then means that I'm going to have to spend an afternoon, an evening, whatever, going through all of that, however many videos in that backlog. And it's like they keep saying that they want to find ways for us to make more money, for our lives to be easier on this platform. You know, YouTube continue to talk about how they want this platform to grow and be better and be more useful and all the rest of it. And yet the creator survey that they sent out was literally, what are you offended by, and which other social media platform do you want us to be more like? Well, I don't want you to be like any other social media platform. That's why I'm on this one. And what am I offended by? Ultimately nothing, because there's no, like, offense is entirely on me. It's personal responsibility. Grow up. Why are you even asking this question? It's a pointless question. But then the other thing that I wanted to talk about is something that I heard from other YouTubers, big and small, in various videos that they have made, but it's something that I wanted to bring up. Ultimately, YouTube has gone to shit in regards to it releasing videos. I post all of my videos at the beginning of the week. I stick them up. I upload them. I schedule them. They're all set to go. And they release at 2 and 5 GMT every day. In which case, when I'm sat there, because I check my videos have gone up, you know, and I'll have them sit and I'll have them run in the background just to make sure that they have to one extent or another played very well, or at least that they're uploaded properly. There have been a couple of I don't necessarily have the sound on, which is why I've missed a couple of sound bugs not so long ago, but I'll have them running. And so the thing that stands out to me at the moment is when we're uploading videos, when we're making sure that we stick to our schedule, when we make sure they're scheduled, that they're set, that they're done, that we've done as much as we can with them, then the least that YouTube can do is release the videos. Even in my own feed, on my own, taking a look whilst logged into the Silver Man on the Silver Mountain account and looking at my released videos, in the back office I could see that it had released. On the actual channel page, no sign of the video. And this has happened 3 times over the last over the week that I'm recording this on, week ending the 16th. And so the one thing that I can say is, if you guys haven't already, either go and follow the Twitter if you're interested in knowing when videos are coming out, or go and follow us on Facebook. The link's down below, because quite frankly, YouTube, even with its subscription feed and with its notifications bell, it's not letting you guys even know when content is coming out. It's not showing you. It's not showing stuff in your subscription feed all the time. It's not even showing certain videos on their channel pages when they get released. And then the notifications bell is just an annoyance that shouldn't really be necessary unless you really want to pay attention to a creator. But it's there, and even then, I've noticed that I've not been receiving certain emails for one of the 10 creators that I follow. And so it's not working. They've done something to their system that is compromising it, and yet the videos are coming out. So simply put, go and take a look at probably Facebook would be the better one, in my opinion, simply because I put the links on there myself rather than it auto propagating through the kind of plugin for Twitter. So potentially, if it's not released properly on YouTube, then that link that goes out to Twitter might also not have been the right one or something. I'm more worried and skeptical about how that would potentially break and how it would function. So that might work, it might not, either way. But I put the links personally onto Facebook, so if you're interested in keeping track of when new videos are coming out and stuff like that, then go like our Facebook page, because then it'll all be there. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to make you guys aware of some of the continued failings, but also in regards to, at the very least, you guys finding the videos, seeing the videos that you guys are seemingly enjoying more, because we've got more people joining the channel. Hello, and thank you for joining. But also there are people who keep sending me messages about how they found an old video that had a load of useful information in. And that's great. That's why I'm here. So, if you want to keep track of those and want to keep up to date with those, then probably Facebook would be the best place, or Twitter. But again, I don't know how reliable Twitter would be, considering it's not me personally posting to Twitter every day. It's YouTube bumping across. So there's that. But otherwise, guys, I'd love to hear what you're currently experiencing in regards to this, because YouTube keep making one mess after another mess after another mess, whether it's policy, whether it's tech, whether it's just the way that they're managing and running stuff. It's an issue, and it's an issue that is being raised again and again and again, but very little is being done about it, because the guys at YouTube don't seem to understand what the problems are, or are willfully ignorant of what some of them are, because they just don't want to address them. But anyway, guys, as I said, I'd love to hear your thoughts and your kind of what you're experiencing in regards to which things are breaking for you, both creators and viewers. If videos aren't showing up in your feed and whatever else, then I'd love to know as well. But otherwise, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the video tomorrow. Take care. Thank you very much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, then please drop us a like, share this video, and subscribe for more. And I'll see you in the video later. Take care.